can't force these things. Can't. I've learned that you can't. You can't sit down and figure out how you're going to change the world. You have to go out into the world, do stuff, change things, and just wait for the ideas to come to you. Wait for me to go to a dinner, like a lunch like I went to in the fall with you. I have to go out there and go to the idea. The idea won't come to you. I think I fully believe that.
You have to go out and find the idea. Or
Yes.
It sounds like the idea came to you.
Because I went out and got it. I went out and was running. That's what I mean. So what I mean is like you have to go and do things and create and live a creative life. And yeah, that's what I mean when I say you go to the idea through action. But the idea does come to you. Yeah.
What are some of the conditions you can create to help yourself find the ideas that you need to change the world?
Yeah. So you need to, it's sort of start, I guess you could call it routine, but it's about scheduling activities and doing the activities that create these ideas. Like when I look at my fitness right now and my working out, this is like maybe bad, but like I'm doing it to get ideas. That's how I feel sometimes.
Why is that bad?
It's not bad, but it's just like I'm doing it to figure things out. And a lot of people say like they do it for mental health, they work out for mental health, but it's more than that for me. I'm doing it because I want to figure out the big ideas. That is literally how I think of it when I train and run.
Okay, so do you go into a run and you say, okay, I'm trying to figure something out, or do you leave yourself open? Like, how does that look for you?
I see it as like a emptying and filling of a cup. Like you are constantly filling your cup with ideas and information and inputs, the most weirdest, most unique inspiration, the oldest books, the weirdest podcasts, the weirdest movies. And then you empty it and you do nothing and you run and you walk and you just wait for things, wait for yourself to notice things and think of things. And it's that process. Yeah. I'm kind of working on this on like this challenge I'm starting, which I don't want to talk too much about, but it's like, how do you add these elements to your day that can create through like strict adding them that create these like loose ideas, these random ideas to come to you. It's important, but it's hard.
What do you say that part of your skill is in the filtering of the ideas and your ability to notice what's a good idea and what's not? And if you do agree with that assessment, what can people do to increase their filters for good ideas?
Yeah, I don't even know if my best thing is the filter. I think it's more of like the noticing. I feel like I notice everything that I like. I wrote about this the other day. I feel like everyone has different sensitivities to like the things that inspire them. And so like I'm constantly writing notes, taking pictures. And I'm sure a lot of people are. I don't think I'm unique in that way, but I think people have different levels of that. And if you can take that information and use it to create, like I'm creating a lot of stuff. And if I can use that information, that's definitely a skill. What was the question you asked me?
How do you improve the filter?
I don't know. You have to it's very hard to explain. So intangible. You have to slow down your brain and think about, you have to like feel how thoughts feel and feel how you react to things and I think going through your notes is good. It kind of shows you how I take notes, which is like, I've been recommending this to people because apparently it's like helpful, is I just have a note for every month and I write down everything I think of and everything I have to do. Just one Apple note. So like this month is called like Daily April. And it's April, right? Yeah. And that's how I do it. And I go sometimes for my newsletter, I'll go through my notes and I'll see, oh, this idea really hit me. This idea really hit me. Yeah, it's a very hard thing to teach.
Speaking about ideas that hit you, Air and Tetris are two movies that made you cry.
Yeah.
Why?
I cried so hard. Not that hard, but so these movies just came out. Danny didn't know of them, which is good. But Tetris and this movie Air, and I cried in both of them. I never cry. I cried like lightly, but I cried at the same. They're the same movie, basically. The same movie. I'm not giving away anything. This isn't a trailer. Tetris is about like the legal battle because Tetris was developed in Russia and this American went over to get the rights. So the whole thing happens in like not courtrooms, but like offices. And similar thing with Air, this movie, it's about Nike fighting to get Michael Jordan's contract, right? To sign Michael Jordan. Same kind of movie, right? Very similar. Fighting for rights and taking place in offices. And there's moments in both of them. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not.
Spoil it.
I don't think it's a spoiler. I think they show them in trailers. But this is like history, so it's not giving anything away. But there's a moment in Tetris where they show the Game Boy. And there's a moment in Air where they show the Air Jordan for the first time. And these moments, I cried a little bit in both of them. And I'm not even lying, and I wasn't trying to cry. But it was just so amazing, these moments when they reveal this thing that no one had seen. This was like, I don't know if it was the same writer. The scenes were so similar. But it was like a tiny like 3 people in a lab looking at this thing that billions of people were going to see, right? It's like someone made that. A small group of people made that thing. It's like, how do you come up with stuff like that? That's what I want to do. And that is like, that's why I cried a little. It's like the most amazing thing. And that's why I'm so obsessed with like Pixar. And it's just these magical ideas.
You want to hear something crazy?
Sure.
You've already done it. You've created something that billions of people saw.
Not billions, but a lot of people, yeah.
Hundreds of millions.
The obsession has resonated with a lot of people. That is the thing I'm most proud of. It's what I want to talk about all day. Is like, I don't care about the followers. All I care about is opening up people to this idea of obsession. Not even them going down it, but just like a friend. It's like the word is like a friend that you can keep on your shoulder and like keeps you going, you know? And yeah, it's like, that's what I'm most proud of. If I can get that idea out to billions of people, that will be like a good life. And like, I think I can.
And I think you will too. And let these be the early days of the mission.
Yes, sir.